Hello guys and welcome to Salesforce Drillers. In the previous video we have seen the git push operation, that why do we need git push. So git push is used to upload the local system repository changes to the remote system repository, and before that we have gone through git commit, git add and git status. So why do we use git status? We use git status to check the status of our local system repository with respect to the remote system, and we have also compared these three operations, that is git, add, commit and push, with three simple terms, that is on your marks, get set, go. So git add means on your marks, git commit, get set, and git push, go. So I hope using these three simple terms, git, add, commit and push will be clear to you, and the usage of all these three operations will be clear to you. Now in this session we will see the SSH keys options. So guys, what is meant by SSH? SSH means for secure shell. So why do we need SSH keys? So guys, SSH keys just makes our task easier when it comes to Git. So if you remember, when we tried to push in our previous video, when we tried to push our changes from the local system to the remote system, it asks for our username and password. So if we will use the SSH keys here, so this time when we will try to push our changes, it will not ask for the username and password. So for that, what we have to do, we have to create the SSH key on our server, and then we have to add that particular SSH key into our GitHub account, and then when we will try to push the changes, so at that time it will not ask for the username and password. So let us have a practical look of this. So as it is mentioned in the Salesforce Drillers websites, in the SSH keys, SSH keys makes our task easier if we talk about Git. Commonly when we try to push our changes from our local repository to remote repository, it asks for our username and password. So to overcome this scenario, we can add our system's SSH key to our GitHub account settings, and after that when we will try to push to our remote repository, it will not ask for the username and password. So let us have a practical overview on this. So all the steps are mentioned here in the Salesforce Drillers website. So let us have a look. So this was our remote system repository in which we have pushed a file demo.txt which we created in the previous video. So let me just open the terminal and let me just split the screen. Okay, so this is our local system and this is our repository which we have created the demo.txt file, and we have pushed that file to a remote repository. So now let us have a look on the SSH. So first of all, let us create the SSH key by using the command ssh -keygen, then we press enter. Now if we will go to the .ssh directory, so here a file will be generated, that is id_rsa.pub. So this is the public key of our local system. So let us get this particular file. So here it is. So what we have to do, we have to copy this particular key from here and we have to paste this particular key into our remote system repository GitHub account. So this is our remote system repository where in the GitHub. So let me just enlarge it. So let us just go to our GitHub account settings. So on the right hand side, just click on this drop and go to settings. Now in settings, as you can see in the left hand side, there is a column which says, there is an option which says SSH and GPG keys. So click on this option. So now as you can see, SSH key is already pasted over here. So let us delete this one. Let us paste, or I can say let us add new SSH key. So click on the new SSH key option in SSH and GPG keys. So here you have to paste that particular key. So as you can see, it is saying begin with SSH-RSA. So this is our key. So till here, this is our SSH key, and after that it is our username and the host name. So let us paste it over here, and in the title we can mention the host name. So let us mention Salesforce Drillers. So after that we will click on add SSH key, and then we will enter our password. This is our GitHub account password. Okay, so as we can see, the SSH key is now added. So let us try to push the changes. So for that, what we have to do, let me just remove the local system repository. Why I am removing this? Because if you remember, in our git clone session, we have cloned this repository from the HTTPS URL. Now we have added the SSH key. So now we will clone our repository using the SSH URL. So if you can see here, there is an option which says use SSH. So we'll click on this option. Then we will copy this command. Now we will go to our local system. So here, so this is our remote system repository. So here in the local system, we will execute git clone command which says git clone, then the URL. So as you can see, so now we will press enter. So for the first time it will ask for the confirmation. So we will press yes. So as now we can see that it has cloned our repository. So now let us do ls. So this is our repository. Let us go to the repository and demo.txt, the file that we have pushed. Now let us try to create one more file and push that file to the remote system repository. So we will create new file. So let us mention this file ssh-demo.txt. So for entering the data, I will press I will insert my data that hello, this is for SSH demo. Now I will press escape colon then WQ, which means right quit for exiting from Vim. So a new file is now added. So now we will add this file, commit this file and push this file. Okay, so first of all we will check the status. We will use git status command. What is the use of git status? Git status command is used to check the status of our local system repository with respect to the remote one. So here it is showing this a new file is added which says ssh-demo.txt. So now let us add this file. On your marks, get set, go. So on your marks means git add. Then again we will check the status. It will show a new file, which means if the text is showing in green color, it means that the file has been moved to the staging area. So on your marks means git add. Now get set, that is git commit. So git commit -m. Then our message, it is SSH text file. Now on your marks, get set, now go, that is git push. So git push origin. What is origin? Origin refers to the GitHub repository URL. We will discuss about origin in our git remote session. So we'll press enter. So as you can see, it has now pushed our changes without even asking for the password. So if you remember, if you just see in this git commit, when we executed this command, it is saying your name and email address were configured automatically based on your username and host name. So when we added the SSH key, on the basis of our SSH key, these are already configured. So as you can see, it has pushed our changes without even asking for the username and password. So let us refresh our remote system repository and see. So yes, as you can see, our ssh-demo.txt file is now pushed and has been uploaded from the local system environment to the remote system. So that is how we can add SSH keys. So I hope it is clear. So thank you guys.